Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sanjeev Raghunath, and I am here today to talk about our topic, the analysis of a complementary resonator structure for RF energy hubs in human bodies. The problem we were faced with is that normally for sensory devices in the human body, they will have batteries to charge it, but there are no way to charge this battery, so every time you have to change the battery, you have to do surgery. We researched this topic and we came up with the concept of we arrived at the concept of contactless inductive charging, which most of the studies have used. Right? From this, we were able to see that how Faraday's law was being used, where the transmitter would be the primary coil, the secondary would be the secondary coil, and the core would be the human body, where the transmitter would transmit energy to the complementary resonating structure. The design here would show where it is actually placed in the human body if it was to be implemented, and as well as the visual model which was developed. The parameters that would vary were the frequency at which it was transmitted, the area at which the receiver, cross-sectional area of the receiver, and as well as the distance the transmitter was from the skin. As you can see here from the results, we realized that the ideal fields were at 20 megahertz because as the frequency increased, the area at which the power was dissipated over decreased, which meant that the current that was being induced would have been larger. When we vary the size of the receiver, the smaller the receiver got, the more power it actually received. The larger the receiver got, in comparison to the transmitter, my bad, would actually accept less power. And when we moved it away from the skin, layer of skin, we realized that most of the power was being dissipated in the air and the receiver was actually getting less power. Right? So the further you move the transmitter away from the skin, the less power you would actually get at the receiver. Therefore, when we take all these things into consideration, we realize that a frequency of about 20 megahertz with a receiver that is smaller than the transmitter, and where the transmitter is placed directly on the skin, probably with a lubricating gel to avoid any burning of the skin occurring. These would be the ideal conditions under which this transmission can occur. I would like to wrap up now stating that these are the things that was observed with the ideal overlap of more than 100%, and the resulting SAR should be limited to 0.4 watts per kilogram squared. Therefore, the initial hypothesis, which is stated above in the problem/question section, is therefore found to be true, and the parameters and ranges specified would allow for the receiver coil to have a sufficient power to be able to recharge the battery pack of the sensory device. Thank you very much for having me. Have a nice day.